Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be discussing my custom hand-forged Harpoon style fighting knife. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new episodes or our daily giveaways. Additionally, make sure you hit that notification button so you don't miss anything. Also, we have a new round of our Amazon gift card giveaways, and to enter you need to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. We also pick winners in the very next episode, so if you enter on this particular giveaway, you'll find out who the winner is on the very next episode. For those of you who follow our channel regularly, you know we love featuring custom knife makers and any blade made in the USA. Now, most of the knives that we've been able to showcase and the blacksmiths we've been able to feature on this channel have been predominantly from Texas, given the fact that we're poor and I can only travel so far. But this one is actually coming from Wisconsin by my buddy Biggin. He is also really close friends with Dan Tope. I know you guys have seen his knives on the channel a few times before. He owns the blacksmithing shop, Howling Wolf Knife Works. And this bad boy is sweet. Now, I've had this for a few months now, with all respect. I wanted to make sure that this knife was really going to be able to give the treatment when it came to outdoor use and footage. And we're going to be rolling in a bunch of clips of its awesome usage, and we're going to be referencing some of the additional shots of the actual blacksmithing and forging process that he graced us with that you guys saw in the beginning of the video. Now, regardless of what you heard in the last video with my revelation with love for axes, I still love big knives. It is still a passion that'll never ever go away. And this is a nice beastie blade. Now, you guys saw this in my best extra large size fixed blade knives for 2017, and this thing is freaking wicked. You guys saw it doing a little bit of batoning on some live oak in that video, but we're gonna be diving a little bit deeper into this. So overall, this is rocking a 10.5-inch blade. This is convex ground, near zero edge with a micro bevel on the very end. It has that harpoon style, so it's gonna have a nice, really long swedge for stabbing and piercing. This is mostly developed as an overall wilderness and hunting knife. You could use this in a variety of situations. It's got a lot of good weight to it. It can be used as a stab and stab if you needed to, but traditionally this is a forged wilderness tool. Now, as we move on to the handle, this thing is beautiful. Now, I love wooden handles, and this handle is no exception. We've got the brass pins and the stainless steel hollow pins, so you can rock a lanyard if you so choose, but the handle scales are Cocobolo. Cocobolo is one of my favorite woods just because of its overall strength and durability. As far as its tensile strength is very comparable to that of stainless steel. Now, this is rocking an original 1/4-inch thick billet of 80 CRV2. You guys know I'm a huge advocate, and it has a really nice guard right here that was done in the brute to forge method. It's really, really nice. I love the fact that he incorporated a nice blend of forge marks along with the grinder. So we got a beautiful marriage between modern technology and old world facets of making blades. When we took this bad boy outdoors, it was a surprisingly good chopper, considering the fact that it actually is very short on its blade height. What I mean is from the top of the spine to the edge, it's only about 1.5 inches thick, and I was kind of concerned, but there's a little bit more weight on the top end where that sweet spot is that you'd be chopping with. But as we took it through some basic generalized wilderness outdoor tasks, it did a pretty freaking good job overall. It's kind of a jack of all trades blade, but considering the fact it's using a very tough, very reliable, and very hardcore steel and 80 CRV2, as long as it's heat treated properly like it is here, it is going to be a dream knife. Additionally, because of the harpoon style and the very, very abrupt swedge on there, it's not going to be ideal for batoning. However, we still put it through some light batoning tasks just to see how it would handle being put in that situation. And with all that stress being pounded on that knife, it did a wonderful job. And because of the convex grind on this blade, it was able to actually forcibly split and move that wood apart pretty effectively. Not to mention that even though this is designed to handle some pretty rough tasks, and I was pretty impressed by its overall performance given the fact that chopping and batoning are pretty rough on a blade, it was still sharp enough slicer and cutter to handle all the small things like making tent stakes, driving in wedges, slicing paracord. It pretty much did everything we wanted it to do, even in light duty tasks. Like I said, this is going to be a very good all-around blade. I was very, very happy with its performance, and I'm very, very thankful that my buddy Biggin was willing to actually make this for us. Right here on the spine, right along before we get to the harpoon, we actually have a nice 90-degree edge. It was able to strike some sparks very effectively, and we very readily got a fire started. So I was very pleased to see that this particular knife in no way, shape, or form is going to let you down in almost a variety of outdoor situations. Now, if you want to contact Pat Biggin himself at Howling Knife Works. I'm definitely going to drop all of his social media links down in the video description so you can check him out if you are into custom knives and love this style of old world and new world kind of combined together. He's definitely someone you're going to want to talk to. He did make this custom sheath for us, which I thought was pretty freaking awesome. It's shaped in the kind of loose harpoon style in some really nice leather that was dyed to be darker to match the Cocobolo that we requested. It has a nice thick twine stitching in there. He's got some nice welts in the thing that have been burnished, so they're going to be nice and flushed and keep your knife protected from, you know, having to actually poke through and stab yourself by any chance. It has been wet formed to this knife specifically. We have a nice traditional belt loop right here that'll hook right onto basically any belt at any size, about 2.5 to 3 inches thick. And it doesn't have the same kind of snap or anything that you would see from a Kydex sheath, but generally it fits in really well and it won't just sham out. So that wet forming right there on the handle was a really, really good job. However, what I think is going to be most impressive is the fact that he does this part-time. He's not even a full-time maker. He's actually a school teacher, but he's starting to make some waves because he gave me some word here recently that he's planning on doing some mid-tech runs for the people who can't afford a full-fledged custom knife price, but they still want something from him. They still want a very high-quality, personally made blade from him. He's going to be doing some mid-tech runs, hopefully in the spring or the summer coming up, which is really exciting. The winner of yesterday's Amazon gift card giveaway is Randy Courtney. Congratulations, Randy Courtney. You are the winner, so definitely contact me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. In conclusion, I truly feel my buddy Pat Biggin of Howling Knife Works is an absolute fantastic part-time blacksmith and knife maker. I'm really excited to be able to actually hold one of the pieces he's made, given the fact that he doesn't get to make nearly as many knives as I know, of course, he would like, because I know he would love to be able to do this full-time, which is kind of a dream of his. But to be able to kind of showcase this and show this off to you guys, since traditionally this is supposed to be a blacksmithing video, I'm going to leave you with some of the awesome footage that he actually took for us that you guys saw in the beginning, but without any of that crazy music in the background.